good night. This is Julie with JFK Freedom, and this Rima message is from Monday, and it does have a specific special message for Dom. So, Dom, I didn't realize you're still listening to my channel, but apparently you are, so you will get your own message later, and I'll put a timestamp for you if you're curious and want to just skip over there. I want to thank the Lord for reaching out his hand and touching my mouth, putting his words in my mouth, and putting those words in charge of nations and kingdoms, if they so choose to listen, to pull up and tear down, destroy and overthrow, build and plant. I do have we've had this weird flu/strep throat combo last fall, and it seems like it's coming back, so that's why you don't see my face today. And actually, I wasn't even planning to be home today. I had some things to do, but I'm here, and I felt this warning should go out to Dom. Alright, it's talking to believers. It's a double entendre. Is that the right word? It's a double meaning. And it's talking to a specific person, but then it switches to also mean believers in general. You are a serious player in this drama as the century turns. Time turns to a new era, the 1,000-year reign, all time looking forward to this sweet turn of events and the role of my true son in the faith, truly, and I perceive the Lord laughing. Yeshua, my right-hand man, and what a wonderful man of power he will be, my loves, ruling over you and yours with precision, grace, and an aptitude for getting things right, dealing with trespasses others take on one another in error, that will truly blow your minds, my loves. Dear Jules, my sparrow warbling her sad song, turning to my glory daily. With each passing day she still receives wops, dear saints, and longs and yearns to know, when, tell me when, I reach true holiness and all the shiza stops. It will stop towards her, my loves, and the tables will turn in her favor, dear ones. But do I am a favor, my loves, and remember, she still and will carry a type of thorn in her flesh till the day she's translated to the other side, my loves. Unfortunately, some of you carry already thorns in your flesh that cannot be removed. The inconvenience and slight pain STDs can cause a perfect example of what I mean, my loves. So give her some grace for leaving all that shiza behind, and know it is not a hint of what she's going through, my shrewd ones listening. But some of you shrewdsters actually do have to deal with that thorn in the soft flesh of your intimate areas. Do I am a favor, and if you are considering turning full force, your heart and eyes towards me, myself and I, in this hour, then you will certainly have to turn the shiza faucet off of sexual overflow, spillage, and trespass on one another, my loves. For I can't work through too much shiza going on, and I need to truly see you're making an effort, my loves. Do you truly want to be my loves? To turn things around so that sentences, I need to truly see that you're making an effort to turn things around and stop getting turned on by naked. Should you even be looking at them at all? What have those women gone through in their lives, a bit like my sparrow, bodies? So again, the sentence is, stop getting turned on by naked bodies. A bit of a doozy today for the dudes. And some of the ladies, should they even be called ladies, listening. But the hour grows dark, and time is short, my loves. And Frodo is about to drop the ring of power into the lake of fire, river of lava, burning its slow, painful burn down there. Don't know if y'all caught that, but that was a very clever twist on words, the painful burn down there. I never had a STD, but I did have a dream of what it's like. Like I could feel it, and I knew what it was like. Because I'm praying for someone that has to deal with that, so. Alright, back to the message. Oh, I see you preachy ones to be preaching at everybody who will try to listen to you, but would they just turn the knob down on your silly A-word? Say, wanna be a saint, but are you truly? Wants to go off on my sparrows, A-word, for this part of the Rima. Yoo-hoo, hello in there, lovely lady. Could be lovely, but worried a bit too much about what others have, what you don't have in excess, like them, such as a sweet calm demeanor like my sparrow. Look, silly lady, God can use all types of personalities for my kingdom's good, and I chooses her to deliver these harsh words, pounding back the horny young men from their pleasure-watching escapades. For she has a light, feathery touch to their eyes and ears. A what will she say next quality to her that many people in real life find quite intriguing about her, despite the laughter of some nitwits listening. But I digress. Anyway, hopefully you get the point, and don't point your think it's righteous, but is it really gun at my sparrow to blast her out of the water for a few A-word and cultural references. Again, don't be an ass to her for too long on this or many other shocks you wrongfully to your saucy core references, for if you continue too long in that vein, you will begin a slow, be careful of your tread, step towards hell. For what does the Bible say about judging saints? In the measure you use, so it shall be used against you, and this YouTube channel is shocking at times, but in general giving advice, yes, but mostly calling people to holiness. Real people, I am reminds you, not just churchy, don't need to hear these saucy popping words, like to pop off at times with their mouths on my sparrows, A-word, like you jokers, to holiness, yes, my dear. Calling these jokers towards light, love, and holiness. And how can I do that if these messages are too preachy or oddly holy in a way they don't understand, like the Bible? I reveals to the online listening audience today that is the true reason for the prophetic ministry of a prophet, to trick the masses in a way into looking I am's way, in a display of anger, outrage at society's silly tactics against one another, and I am. To put on an unforgettable show to be talked of and seen worldwide, and it truly can be with the technology you carry today as a weapon in your respective pockets. Here it switches over to talking about speaking to Dom. Easy does it, some of you, with the power you carry over your respective microphones, for too much longer spewing shiza from your smart A mouth, and you will receive a whop from I am to get your attention. Possibly in the form of censorship. My thinks he can get away with anything, avoided all censors, by creating my own content website. Want you to be my son. Yo, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or should I am just call you D for short. Their eye is on you like a hawk, and you need to slow it down with the making fun of their sorry A-word. Yes, they are terrible people, and you know it, and since you know it, you need to calm down, and soon, or they will make sure you get yours, so to speak, for speaking your mind in an era when true free speech screeches to a halt, and soon, for all time, until time stops as we know it, and my son, Yeshua, comes sweeping and riding in on that white horse. Yes, it's true, and not just some weird shiza from the Bible, a book you truly know nothing about. Want you to be my son. Do I am a favor, and pop it open from time to time, and see if your respective eyes aren't opened a little as a result. Dear one, don't be shocked at my use of the word dear, for it is a precious, wonderful thing to be so esteemed by the great I am, an honor truly, and compares like mud to your desire to be famous and rub elbows with some of the so-called, are they really or are they just fake A-word shills, running a part of the show behind the scenes truthers. Yo, Dom, cool your hot head and temper, son. You knew this day could come, for if she's truly a prophetess, deep down you knew you could be called out for your shenanigans online, in front of the masses, except none of them truly knows who you are, not even her, and you know it, except the great I am. So here we are today, speaking with one another over the airwaves. She has been correctly and righteously, emotionally speaking, too afraid to watch or listen, I am should say, to your show, for quite some time, due to the silly nostril references you just thought was so hilarious, you couldn't seem to stop using or referring to. And she wisely considered calling you out on it, but decided she would simply stop listening, citing her overstimulated brainwaves as an excuse. But that's all it was, just an excuse to hide the truth. And now the truth comes before her for her to see once and for all that yes, he's still listening. And just a quick word for April Denise Stefko. The Lord did talk about the victory you would receive, and part of your victory will be watching the prophecies that you have given come to pass. That will be a type of victory for you in your life. And the Lord has called me to watch your channel from time to time. And I think most of y'all No, but it's been a while since I said it. Like, in the past, I did desire to be famous, but over time, that desire has changed for me, so I really don't have that desire anymore. And I think that's partly why I'm allowed to keep going online and stuff. Plus, leveling up. Okay, this was very interesting. So if y'all ever, I can't even remember whose testimony it was, but I think it may have been from the Eagle Eye Opener channel. He does have a lot of people giving hell testimonies. And someone saw Amy Winehouse being tortured. She was like standing on stage, and they saw it was either a worm or a snake going through her body, basically, as she's staying on stage. Now, this is starting to make sense. This word basically shares that is for the future, because the judgment has not taken place yet. So that explains why some people are seeing certain things happening, and you don't get it because it hasn't happened yet. But it's just a hint of, and the Lord loves to give hints of what's going to happen. So here it goes. He talks about this is a critical for humanity hour. Many souls about to swoop down into holding cells near hell hour. Some of the visions people saw or have seen were futuristic, my love, which is why that girl saw Amy Winehouse being tortured like that. She is actually in a holding cell as we speak, which is exactly where, also. So that is that. And as usual, I like to tell y'all how things finish up on the Rima. Love you, my dear ones, dears. And then he references some animals, including, different people he was talking to in this Rima, and references the animals they represent. Mostly Father today, Holy Spirit conduit, of course, and your local Son of God, the real man God has for you, sweetheart. My heart beating in him for you, a beautiful song you cannot even fathom at times. Alright, and this part I feel like I can share as well. This was part of that ending greeting. Sorry, I'm tired today. It's hard for me to remember the words in English. Not the ending greeting, but y'all get what I'm saying. Rapidly approaching, my love. Resolution, revelation, revealing of all mysteries. Remember, if you give your whole heart to him and hold out your hands to him for help, put away the sin that is in your hand, and let no evil remain in your tent. Then you can lift up your face without shame, and you can stand strong without fear. You will forget your trouble and remember it as water under the bridge. Your life will be as bright as the noonday sun, and darkness will seem like morning. You will feel safe because there is hope. You will look around and rest in safety. You will lie down and no one will scare you. Many people will want favors from you.